All right, Tim. I'm here with Tim Sanborn from Cazeault Solar and Home. We're a couple months in. We just did. What was my number of
I believe you were 125, 125th customer in the Cape Ann area
for solar and
residential
solar. And how many are you up to now?
We just finished the year. We just did Peter Kuch's house over Linden Avenue, and he was number 147. We finished the year at 147.
Wow, unbelievable.
Yeah, it's been explosive.
Explosive. And the reason it's explosive is well, for several reasons, but to me, the number one reason it's so explosive is because if you don't like money, then you shouldn't do solar, because in my situation, the solar renewable energy credits, which you get back from the government, from you sell the state yep. actually pays the loan that was taken out for it.
Correct.
So then on top of that, with your tax credits, you're ahead of the game.
Yep.
So you're making money there.
Yes.
And then on top of that, the solar that is actually produced on top of my roof is all gravy on top of that.
Correct. Yeah, and if you look at it from a timeline, there is an initial investment. It's in many cases it's less expensive than buying a new car. You drive that new car off the lot, what happens? It depreciates tremendously. But solar is the only investment that you can make in your home or business that not only saves you money, but actually pays you money. So on that timeline we speak about, currently you're into the SREC program. So your timeline, your payoff on cash on the initial investment will be in the 4th to 5th year. And that's incredible. Because the income stream, that not only your savings goes on forever, but the income stream that you've created is a 10-year income stream called SREC. So that pays you over time, quarterly on average. Every quarter you get a check for 40 quarters or 10 years. So you take the federal tax credits, the state tax credits, the electricity savings, and your SREC income. It becomes what's the term? A no-brainer.
Absolute no-brainer, and there's no investment, especially with the banks don't pay you money nowadays.
Correct. There's no interest.
There's virtually by the time they get done taking out the fees, you're losing money by keeping your money in the bank.
Correct.
And to get a payback on your investment in 4 to 5 years there's nothing out there.
Correct.
I mean, especially with that's a guarantee.
That's right.
That's not like a risk. Like so people get older, and they're looking for a safe investment, so they go to bonds. Yeah. Well, the bonds pay now. There's like bananas. There's negligible.
That's right.
This is like a crazy return on investment.
That's right. And it also builds the value of your home. I just recently did a solar service for a new buyer in Rockport, and that homeowner is all excited because they're buying a nice home, very quaint home, but they're also buying a home that has little to no energy cost, that is a solar system given to them.
Beautiful. There are things happening though that we need to talk about.
Yes, there are. Yep.
First of all, which I think is very, very exciting. So the technology is evolving.
Yes.
And some people they put off buying a television, or they put off buying a computer because they always think that there's something new coming out. So they got to wait for the next generation and the next year, and they never hop in and they never take advantage of. And then, like, okay, for example, a cell phone. Like these people, like say older folks, they're like, oh, I don't need a smartphone. I don't need a smartphone. I don't need a smartphone. They finally get an iPhone and they're like, how did I live my life without this?
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
So as even solar is evolving, and now there are actually a product that you guys are selling called Decotech.
Decotech by GAF.
By GAF, and it's roof integrated solar systems, which basically is a roof replacement in a sense, right?
How it works, Joe, is it's quite fascinating. Every roof now becomes a candidate for a smart roof. So we do roofs, of course, because we're an exterior home improvement company. So now we can go to a client and offer them an option for a new roof or a smart roof, Decotech, where we can remove the existing shingles and have that solar system become a source of electricity savings and energy savings. So rather than making an investment for a new roof of $10,000, yeah, you're going to make a higher investment, but you're going to get the federal tax credits, which you can't get on a roof. You're going to get the state tax credits, which you can't get on a new roof. You're going to get your energy savings, which you're getting, and you're going to get an SREC income stream. So we're really excited about this. If you look at the technology, you mentioned about technology changing. This is where the technology is changing. What is Decotech? It's pure solar panels with a very high efficiency, very similar to yours. And there are no rails, there's no racking, it sits right on the deck of the roof.
And it replaces shingles.
It replaces
so
shingles.
So if you have
in that area, yes indeed.
Right, so if you had to rip up your shingles and put new shingles down, you're not putting, so this is
substitutes for the shingles.
It substitutes for the shingles, and it lays flat, which is really nice.
You're welcome. Any of the viewers are welcome to drive by 24 Guy Avenue and take a look at the first Decotech installation in the country.
And on Guy Avenue.
Guy Avenue in Gloucester, Massachusetts.
Hey Kim, just come on in, Kim. Just come right over and sit right down.
Good
We're doing
morning.
an interview with it too. All right.
How are you?
There you go. So.
I'm hoping Kim is number 151.
Oh, there you go. So Decotech, what was the address of Guy Avenue again?
24 Guy Avenue in Gloucester.
First install in the country.
It's the first Decotech install in the country. Yes, indeed.
Okay, so for early adopters that may be concerned, what is this warranted and stuff like that? Do they have to worry about being an early adopter that there might be failures?
Absolutely nothing. It has the same technology as a traditional solar system.
There you go.
It has a 25-year warranty for parts and pieces.
Okay.
And production, also for production.
25 years, did you say?
25 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
The next thing I want to talk about is something that is time sensitive.
It is very time sensitive.
Very time sensitive. I got in, a big part of the reason I got in was what we talked about before, these solar renewable energy credits,
correct,
which is the money that comes back and pays the solar loan,
right,
for me.
Exactly correct.
You think in May
8th,
yep, if you need to get in before May 8th.
Yes.
To take advantage of the solar renewable energy credit program.
That is correct. The legislation as it exists today says that the SREC 2 program, all right, which is second generation program, which has been here for now 3 years, is going to end on May 8th. So if your solar is not installed by May 8th, you run a huge risk of not getting into the SREC program. The program is going to change in the future after May 8th to what's called a feed-in tariff, which we can talk about at another broadcast.
Yeah, I think it might be a little bit too much for this, but I think to simplify it,
yes,
the government was mandated to produce so much renewable energy by certain dates.
Correct.
So they put out very generous incentives,
yes,
solar renewable energy credits, tax credits, and they were so generous. As a matter of fact, Massachusetts is the most generous with what they give back to the homeowners.
That is correct.
That it was so successful, yep, that the date that they needed to get this by, they're blowing by the numbers because there are so many people that are looking at the numbers and getting on the solar bandwagon.
Very well said.
That they don't need the state does not need to give this money away anymore because there's so many people jumping on. Correct. And they're reaching their sustainable energy, renewable energy levels at much sooner than anticipated.
Yeah, and that's on a utility basis. You're absolutely right.
So that's why in May, when they either redo it or eliminate it or go to a different program, the money that I'm getting,
yep,
the money that other people, the early adopters are getting,
yep,
very likely is going to go away or is going to be greatly reduced.
It will be greatly reduced. Right now, the reduction is about 30%. So if you wait until May 9th to do your solar, you're going to have, you will have approximately a 30% less return on your investment.
I mean,
all right, it's still a nice deal, very nice deal after May 9th. But this is these are the robust years of solar. Yeah. It's never as rich as it's going to be right now.
Yeah. So, you know, call up Tim, tell him that you saw this interview on Good Morning Gloucester, and tell him, get me in before May 8th. It takes a little bit of time to get it done, but
yep.
My install with you, I couldn't believe how quickly it got it done. You told me what you thought it was going to be, and you actually got it done well before the actual date that you actually promised me it would be done by. It was done before that.
Thank you. Yeah, our commitment to our clients is from the time they sign with us is that we will do an installation turnkey, have it turned on within 60 days.
Which is unbelievable.
It is.
And in this day and age of contractors, everybody is so busy that to honor those time things is in this day and age is something else.
I'm obsessed with meeting those deadlines.
I like it. I like it. I just want to mention some of the businesses. I didn't know my cousins in Essex, Tom and Joe Palazzolo at Palazzolo Brothers. They do landscaping.
They are a very good landscaping company on John Wise Ave in Essex.
Yeah,
we're doing them today.
Oh, they're getting
their solar installed today.
Geez, I'd like to take a ride up there. I love those guys. They signed on Grand Banks on Crafts Road.
Yeah, we did them 2 weeks ago, and Lance Banks, we turned his system on, and he's reaping the benefits of the energy savings and the SREC income.
Northeast Cleaners.
Yeah, we did 2 phases at Northeast Cleaners. We did phase 1 early on, and I think Dave, I'm not speaking for Dave, the owner of Northeast Cleaners, but he was so pleased with the return on his investment that we quickly did phase 2, which is the Good Harbor Beach side of his building.
So this speaks volumes.
Yeah.
The guy said he got it done on one side.
Yep.
Got his results.
Yep.
Looking at his financial situation and said, "Get me in for the other side of my roof."
Yep.
Made a conscious decision once he had the numbers available to him.
Yep.
So that speaks volumes to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
not only that, but the green cleaner just got greener.
The green cleaner just got greener. That's right. Sunbank, Linsky Service Center on Maplewood Ave, Preferred Auto Body, Buttman Properties. There's the list goes on and on. Gloucester Marina is very
Gloucester
recent.
Marina is a recent install.
Which is that's the marina that's down by Friendly's, right?
Correct.
Right,
yes,
off the road right
owned
there.
By the Herdmans, yes, absolutely. They're a very good client of ours.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I don't know. I mean, it's all adding up. May 8th is so you can't procrastinate because you can't call Tim on May 1st and expect to get in on the program.
Yeah.
You got to call now.
Call now. You call
right?
now. What's the famous line? We're standing by.
Well, I mean, it really.
No, but please call us because it's our obligation to our partners. We view our clients as our partners,
yep.
and we want to do what's best for them. And these are the robust years of solar. The price points come down, the technology's sound, and we want them to get the best return on their investment.
So really you're at a crossroads of the best time ever because there's also this Decotech product that's available to you. So you get the latest technology.
Yep.
You get the SRECs.
Yep. And
you get the tax credits.
Yep.
So it's kind of insane not to take advantage of it. Tim, do you have anything you want to add in closing?
No, I just want to thank our 150 Cape Ann residential clients for such a great couple of years. We're looking forward to the next year, a couple of years here in Cape Ann, and we have an office now, as everybody knows, in Gloucester. We have one in Plymouth, Mass, and we certainly have one down in Hyannis or Osterville. So we're expanding. We hire local people here in Cape Ann. So we're expanding and we're having a lot of fun, but we really enjoy helping people on their investments.
Another point, just in closing for me.
Yep.
Every person that I speak to that has gone through this, I've done it. There's other people that have done it. I haven't heard one single negative thing. Every single person loves doing business with you.
Thank you.
And says that they would do it over again, and if they could do it over, they would do more of it.
Thank you.
So, I mean, that's testament.
Yeah.
Right? So
my team says I'm obsessed with excellence, and We're not excellent, but we're trying.
All right. Well, thanks, Tim. Cazeault Solar and Home. Call Tim 844-765-2746. CazeaultSolarHome.com. Thanks, Tim.
Good morning, Gloucester.